Hearts get the game underway and keen to get on the attack right from the start.
And the first intrusion towards the Celtic goal ends in a goal kick. Wayne Foster trying to make progress. So the packed Celtic end. Tickets at a premium for these Celtic fans, encouraged by last week's victory at Pittodrie. There's Whittaker's header. Now Morris. McAvenny was backing into Whittaker. No complaint from the Celtic number 9. Free kick to Hearts. Whittaker is waiting for Dave McPherson to make a late run into the box. There's McPherson falling for the ball on the right. He's the target, all right. That's for Burns. He's away from Walker. And it's well taken by Bonner. Good move from Hearts. Burns made it with a run to give an option to McPherson. Black forcing it forward. No room at all in midfield when the ball breaks in that area. Just 3 men on each side there. Stark, McStay and Grant for Celtic. Mackay, Berry and Black for Hearts. The market really is very tight indeed. Roy Aitken knows he'll have a tough afternoon with this very much on-form Hearts attack to contend with. There's Levine. Whittaker. Lester's layoff. Cahun to Robertson. Great play from Hearts. And handball there by McCarthy. It was superb play from Hearts, coming from inside their own half. Some superb one-touch play, but McCarthy, I fancy, will now be in trouble with the referee, and he will be shown, I'm sure, the yellow card. Well, he really doesn't have any complaint about that at all, because Hearts, by virtue of some excellent one-touch football, were breaking down the Celtic defence. That pass going forward towards Robertson, and the deliberate handball by McCarthy. And you'll see he's taking a cut on the side of the head. So Black now with a free kick. Thurston's the target in the box. Here's Mackay. It bounced a shade too high. It's won by Levine for Hearts. Here's Paul McStay. Now McAvenny. The first touch wasn't good enough from McAvenny. Showed enough of the ball to Craig Levine. Very tough tackling in midfield. The start to won it there for Celtic. Is McAvenny breaking. Pulling it back to McGee. Brilliantly saved by Smith. Magnificent goalkeeping from Henry Smith. Mark McGee clearly felt that could so easily have been the opening goal. A fast raid on the right again from Celtic, releasing McAvenny towards the byline, pulling the cross back. McGee had time to control it, drive the shot towards the corner, and there was Smith with that superb save. McCarthy and Foster together. Morris has sent it forward. Levine has put it inside, a chance for Celtic. It's Walker! And what a relief for Craig Levine. Andy Walker onto that error in a flash. But really, what was Levine thinking about? He had lots of time over on the Hearts left. He elected to play the pass back. Walker was sprinting in on the careless ball. The first time shot, and it's off the outside of the post. Now Foster, Mackay. The tackle was from Paul McStay. Gary Mackay looks for movement, using Foster on the touchline. Celtic bring it clear with Andy Walker. Good running on the far side by Morris. The early ball inside towards McAvenny, but he's offside. Brilliantly finished by McAvenny. Sheer frustration for the former West Ham striker, but the flag was up as soon as the ball was delivered by Morris. What a fine move it was. Andy Walker sprinting clear to the left, cutting inside, spotted the run from Morris, released him on the right. The first time early ball from Morris, but McAvenny just about a yard offside,
Although that is top-class finishing. A commanding leap by McCarthy, but his header is won by Whittaker. This is Gary Mackay. And that run from Cahun was spotted early by Roy Aitken. Robertson, here's Hugh Burns, playing it forward, it's Foster, played away by White, with a menace of Hearts through the middle of the ground is abundantly clear. A foul by Foster on McCarthy, tempers rising for a moment. The free kick was given instantly by the referee, but Foster reacted with a swinging arm, and McCarthy a little bit irate. Referee McCluskey goes to the heart of the action to calm things down. There's McCarthy's free kick. McAvenny. On the way for the throw by Foster. No question, the impression is growing that the opening goal is going to be even more crucial than usual. Good play by Berry, but the pass wasn't quite so effective. Here's the chance for McGee. It breaks for McAvenny and sliced over the top by Levine. A charmed life there for the Hearts goal, but they've survived. And the initial chance fell to McGee, sprinting through. Smith caused him problems trying to judge the pace of the ball. Was blocked as far as McAvenny. He got the ball beyond Smith, but there was Levine to knock the ball over for the corner kick. Stays corner kick and a bit of pushing on the keeper. McCarthy and McGee leaning on Henry Smith. A free kick to Hearts on the 6-yard line. Billy McNeil in the Celtic dugout knew that his players would have to battle all the way here at Tynecastle, and they certainly aren't letting him down at the moment. And there's the opening goal from John Cahun. Absolutely brilliant. 6 minutes from half-time. John Cahun, with his 10th goal of the season, sets Tynecastle alight. Well, at any competition, the goal of the season, this will undoubtedly be a candidate. Cahun taking possession 30 yards out, a few steps forward and thundering that shot into the roof of the net beyond Pat Bonner. Whittaker's clearance. Kenny Black playing it forward. John Robertson sets off in chase. There's a Celtic throw. Just listen to the noise coming from the Hearts supporters. Leading the league by 3 points from Celtic before this afternoon's match. Facing the prospect of going 5 points ahead of Celtic if they can hold on to this lead. Paul McStay trying everything he knows to change things. That's a fine pass. Here's McAvenny. Couldn't control the ball as he went through. Hearts defenders looking at the far side, linesman complaining that there was no offside flag, but McAvenny undoubtedly had a chance going through, and that pass from McStay couldn't get the ball fully under control. Pass back at the time from McCarthy. Headed by Bonds. Mick McCarthy. Seconds remaining only in the first half, no more in fact. Referee McCluskey brings to an end an incredible first 45 minutes. Hectic action right from the start. Celtic appeared to hold sway. There's the man who changed the picture just before half time, John Cahun, but before he found the net,
Craig Levein was very lucky to see a loose pass back, thunder against the post by Andy Walker. That was Celtic's closest. But just when Celtic appeared to assert themselves, John Cahun on the break picked up the ball 30 yards out and drilled home that incredible shot to make the half-time score. Hearts 1, Celtic 0. A vital second half ahead as Celtic get the match back underway, facing the prospect of trailing Hearts by 5 clear points if they can't hit back in the second half following that John Cahun opening goal before half-time. Well, no changes in either lineup at half-time. Celtic with Anton Rogan and Tommy Burns in reserve. Hearts with Walter Kidd and Sandy Clark. A bit of pushing by John Robertson on Chris Morris as they went for the high ball. So a free kick to Celtic. The short one preferred this time by McCarthy to Aiken. That's Whittaker. Stark inside to McStay. This is Grant. Stay takes over. Buries in with a late challenge. The dummy from Andy Walker. 2 Celtic players on the ground, Grant and McStay. This play continues. Foster's pass finds Robertson. McStay's back in his feet, but Peter Grant isn't as Hearts come forward. This is Gary Mackay. Now Cahun. Blocked by Bonner. Scrambled away by McCarthy. Here comes Celtic again. It's Paul McStay. Clipped from the back by Black, and Paul McStay is clearly incensed, but gathers his temper just in time. Black will be spoken to. Certainly not at all like Paul McStay to flare up after a tackle like that, but he certainly has been a victim of 1 or 2 heavy tackles in the match so far. Caught in 2 minds, I think. Losing possession nevertheless. Foul by McCarthy on Robertson. And Mick McCarthy is now in trouble. He's going to be ordered off. Mick McCarthy is going to be ordered off. He's not waiting for the red card. Remember, he was booked in the first half for deliberate handball, and now for a deliberate foul on John Robertson. Celtic are going to be reduced to 10 men. Roy Aiken is also there, shaking the head from Billy Stark, and John Robertson having a little chat. There's a red card for Mick McCarthy. Referee Jim McCluskey takes out a yellow card. I don't think he showed that to any Celtic player. But Mick McCarthy was caught by John Robertson, who nutmegged him, put the ball through his legs, made to go past him. McCarthy pulled him down, and that deliberate foul, coming on top of a first half booking, results in an early departure for the Republic of Ireland centre half. Here's McAvenny. Now McStay. Followed all the way by Berry as usual. There's Peter Grant. Good play from Black, stepping away from McStay. Now Peter Grant. Andy Walker is onside. Superb goalkeeping by Smith. We read that very early indeed to deny Andy Walker. There's Gary Mackay for Hearts. Now Foster. Can Cahun reach the ball in time? Yes. Up goes Bonner, a marvellous save from the Celtic keeper. Very decisive piece of goalkeeping, and thoroughly required at the moment. And the cross came over from Cahun. They were queuing up for Hearts, and Bonner did well. Tackled by McAvenny. Morris plays it to McGee. McPherson nod the ball on. Hugh Burns is there for Hearts. Walker intercepts. Almost a misunderstanding there between Burns and Smith. And Andy Walker was certainly keen to cash in. Aiken's header. Here's Derek White. Levein Plays it forward. Returned by Aiken. Good ball by McStay to McAvenny. McStay wants it back. Faced now by Whittaker. Gets the ball across the face of the goal. A first-time shot from McAvenny. A fine acrobatic effort from a Celtic striker. After Paul McStay had engineered the chance to send the ball across the face of the goal, it was McAvenny with a first-time effort, which is well saved again by Smith. Foster plays it wide. Here's Cahun now popping up on the left. Oh, great play from Cahun. That was only inches wide. Well, there really are few players in Scotland better coming off either flank than John Cahun, committing defenders, going inside on that occasion and rifling the shot just wide. Thumped away by Whittaker. McAvenny towards Walker. That's through for Mark McGee. Still McGee. He's stopped there by McPherson. And McGee was almost through. Dave McPherson's long legs snaking out at the last moment to knock the ball away from the Celtic striker. Whittaker's header. There's Aiken using elbows, but the foul is given against Wayne Foster. Roy Aiken clearly incensed by the tactics of Foster, but on that occasion I must confess I thought that Aiken was guilty himself of a flying elbow as they went to the ball. Start down to McStay. That's one for Walker to chase. Looking to turn. That's a fine ball across goal. There goes McAvenny, and turned away by Kenny Black. Or by Whittaker rather. Excellent defensive header under pressure. McGee on the goal line, led in by McStay. Well taken by Henry Smith. He's had a fine match for Hearts. The throw out releases Gary Mackay. And he's supported immediately by Kenny Black. Mackay again. Robertson to Black. Normally deadly with that left foot. But didn't catch it in the meat, so Celtic at the goal kick. That's done by McGee. There's Walker. This is McAvenny. Appear to be tripped by Berry, yes. And the referee will take action against the Hearts number 5. McAvenny, notoriously dangerous from that position, coming through behind the front two, racing in on the defence. Berry behind him. There was a trip. A free kick to Celtic. A yellow card for Neil Berry. Free kick for Celtic. Leaving it now to Aiken. Well, the wall stood firm. Aiken trying to get forward again. Making for the byline. That's good play by Aiken. There's the header. It's there. It's Mark McGee. Brilliant play from the Celtic captain. The Celtic fans are jubilant. And little wonder. Brilliantly finished in the end by McGee. Getting up well for the header. But look at this from Roy Aiken. It came from the free kick. Straight against the wall. Rebound to Aiken. He made it towards the byline, showing the skills of a winger. Hooking the ball back to the byline. There goes Mark McGee, a powerful header, and Smith couldn't keep it out. So Mark McGee puts Celtic back on level terms. 13 minutes of the match left. And Celtic, you can be sure, were thinking in terms of snatching a winner. There goes Andy Walker. Billy Stark. And Whittaker remaining calm in defence. That's a fine piece of play by the fullback. Good
question, that would have been a foul had the whistle not gone for offside. John Cahun sent flying there by Roy Aitken. McCarthy stopped by Rogan again, who's very much in the thick of the action in defence for Celtic. So now into time added on for stoppages. There's been quite a bit of that, so we may still have quite a lot of action to see. Good tackle that by Paul McStay, and he managed to avoid the corner kick. The throw to Hearts. Castlemen making a big push towards the end to try to snatch a victory. Sandy Clark, collected by Bonner. And indeed the referee is at